transporter decided to shockingly leak all over the floor. So, looks like we're going to have to get started on this. Firstly, safety first people, chock your wheels. Crack your nuts before raising the vehicle. Find the correct lifting point of your vehicle. Raise the vehicle with a trolley jack. Use an axle stand. Place in an acceptable location. Lower the vehicle gently onto the axle stand. Now you can remove the wheel. Using a drill makes this a lot easier.
Get this cowling off. So firstly we rip this stupid thing off. Alright. Luckily for me on this one, because of the state it was in, because this is real filthy, this edge here was like slightly popped off. But this side, you just couldn't get it, like it was going to snap something. So I thought maybe there was clips. Looked in the manual, which I'll put a link for that. Basically, you just need to work from one end. I've cleaned it up now because this had heaps of shit in it. And you have to work from one end and just slowly pop your way through. This is coming off easier because I've cleaned it and put a bit of silicone spray on it. But if yours is old or been sitting and got a lot of filth in it, you'll just have to work ever so slightly, maybe use a trim tool or something, and just work your way along. That's what I had to do, and just slowly pop it out. Work your way along. I think if yours is in an alright condition, you should be able to just slowly with your fingers. So what I'm doing is going underneath, just popping it off. This side had a lot of, so even this is starting to get, which is probably how it's supposed to be. This might have been off once or twice before. But, yeah. As you can see, there you go. So that's popped off all right. I'll actually show you. So like with this one, it was full to the brim with dirt all the way along here. And it got better as it got to that end. You can see remnants of it. And it's just that lip. So same thing putting it in. You basically, I recommend a little bit of silicone spray and then it pops in nicely. Now I'm just thinking as well, you may have the battery cover over this, which, yeah, you'll need to get that off, I think. Well, see how you go. To get these pieces out, it gives you access in. This one is these two, they look like this. T30 Torx, crack them. One there, one there. One here and one here, just up in there. I'll just break that free. Just slides out. There's a little locator there. So that one, this camera's good camera, but zooms in a little bit. Just slides out. There's a locator here, and then this one goes over the top of the frame. All right, now we've got access to the top hat. So I'm assuming you're probably gonna have leaves and crap in there like I did. Give it a good clean out. These kind of just popped off. Look like they just seal around. 21mm deep socket.
Once you successfully fail at removing the top end of the sway bar link, next step is to get the lines out the way and remove the shock bolts.
Obviously I got my Lena Terra Pisa here. So got that side in. So to get that in, and then what we're gonna do, so we're over all four coils, yeah, and then like I've spun her around then. So now we've got 4. That's the only way you can get that. Oh, fuck. Only way to get that one in. It's pretty tight. And it may come back to bite me, putting it back in, but at the end of the day, yeah, I'll fucking have to do with the other one. This'll do. So I'm just gonna put that in and lock it in a bit so it's not this whole situation. So we've got both sides in. Same thing. You start it so you got all 4 here, and then slide it round, and then so that they're like opposite each other. I'm just gonna tighten them up with the gun now, just so they got all the tension. And I think having the 4 on this particular vehicle, having all the 4 coils compressed, should be the go. Because if you just do 3, you're gonna want to smack your head against the wall. So anyway, all right, I'm gonna tighten them up and then come back to you. All right, so work each side, keep an eye on. These are a little bit dicky, to be honest. They should be, because they're flat, but the coil slowly works its way down, so they should really be on an angle so that they meet. Because you get a little gap, like, I don't know if you can see it, like a little gap there, obviously because it's flat versus slightly angled. But anyway, they're in and doing what they're supposed to do. So now so we got this piece of shit on the bench. Somehow the like brake line went up in here and got in here, and then you think it would come out. Took me about 5 minutes to get it out. Yeah, sometimes things go smooth sailing, other times everything fights you. So, at the end of the day, it's just life, isn't it? Right, this nut, which I think, it's 21 mil. So, obviously, doesn't want to budge. Ultima, there you go. So even though it says Webco, it's actually Ultima. Take these off, so we got that one. That one. Grab him, put your fingers in silly places. Don't fuck the thread, like I'm trying to very hardly. Just doing 2 things at once here. Just put the top hat back on now. And obviously you can clearly see how much more it needs to go. Once that spring's released and everything. Just need to put my dirty nut on there. Kind of a weird setup, this. Give that a nip up. Alright. I've got to get this bitch back in there with one hand. And try dodging all that as well. Alright. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it, but we'll try. Oh, it's heavy bastard. Fucking Jesus Christ. Oh. Oh, yeah. That's the sauce, isn't it? That's the sauce. Oh, look at there. Woo. Right, now here comes the fun part, because I've got to compress it and get it over the lines. Oh, don't you bloody start, Mr. Hub. Don't need none of that. Basically, when you do have all your appendages available, it actually goes in a lot easier, way easier, having how I compress this one versus the other one. So, yeah, definitely, if you can get the four coils compressed like that, yeah, you'll be singing biscuits. All right, now obviously got to straighten the hub, and this should just slide in. Oh, no, of course it won't. Why would it? That's too fucking easy, isn't it? Spray some more lube, because why not? Get it all lubricated. You know. No one likes it dry, do they? Why won't you just work, man? Oh, fuck's sake. I've never done anything like it. It's like Volkswagen are like, no, fuck you. I'm not taking shocks. No, fuck you. I will not receive shock. Fuck you. I won't let it beat me. I'll fucking tell you right now. Alright. Still cook as a dog, but back at it again. And had a decent sleep, so that's helped. So I thought something wasn't quite right here. So I thought that these would just be like when they're bolted in, that's what clamps it down. But it turns out you've actually got to spread this apart a bit at the back here. Yeah, so that gap there in between the bolts. Apparently there's a spreader tool that you can use. I don't have it. So I thought I'd drive a wedge or something in between. That might open it up enough and should slide in. Alright, so what I've ended up doing is driving one of these punches. So you can get the right angle here. Driving it up so that it's as close as you can get to the inside of this bore, but you can't go any other way because the strut's got like a tab that comes down. So usually they have this spreader that goes in between here. So yeah, I found this, and then from tapping with a bit of lube, it is going down pretty easy. So of all things, that seems to work all right. Just a bit of lube around here and just be day. Obviously from yesterday I was smacking it a fair bit, but now it seems to be moving a bit freer. I've got it jacked up a little bit, so there is pressure on here, so it wants to go down easier. But yeah, see how we go. That did work. Got it in, so it's all looking good. Obviously I've bashed a bit up here, but yeah, probably wouldn't have been so bad if I'd done that little spread thing in the first place. But yeah, if you don't have a spreader, that does work. It'll probably fall out a couple of times on you like it did for me. But yeah, that and just spraying a bit of lube in here should work quite well. So depending on your strut type, you'll probably have either an Allen key or a Torx top. Ideally, if you've got a ratcheting spanner, pretty handy for this. Whatever nut size. Mine was 19, but yours might be the original 21 or something. Yeah, get all that tightened up, and then that one's 80 Newton meters. So I'm gonna do that one first.
At this point, my phone decided to stop recording, so instead, follow the link here that'll show you in the manual how to remove the lower control arm. It's 21mm bolts either side. Loosen that lower ball joint nut. And then remove these spline drives or hex bolts. If the ball joint doesn't release using standard methods, try the following. Remove control arm, place it on elevated surface. Strike where indicated on the video. Got to clean that up, otherwise the ball joint might not sit properly.
Okay, so I've had to sort of MacGyver something here because I don't really want to press on here because it's putting pressure on all the rubber inside. So I want to try and get something that goes on this outside lip. So what I got, so I always keep like, so this is off some old shocks, I think. Or like your panhard rod or something like that, where that sits over a rubber bush and then bolted down. So this stuff always comes in handy. Old bearing race. You can actually use them with new ones if you cut a slot in them, which I've got as well. So if you're gonna be doing bearings a lot on your cars, and the thing you need to press them in is the bearing race, the same size. If you just put a split in it, then they can never get stuck because you'll be able to pop them straight out. So it's a handy trick there. But yeah, so this bearing race, I don't know what this was off, but probably Nissan or Toyota. So probably won't go the flat side just because I want to have less on this rubber, but fits perfectly there. So that'll work awesome. That one, surprisingly enough, it's the same size as this. So perfect. Yeah, so I'm just going to set up the receiving end here, which means it'll just be one of these with the corresponding size. Not that one, it's too big. Probably that one. Yeah, sit nicely. I'll set this up. All right, so as you can see, that's all worked pretty well. Oh, this is one as well. So yeah, a slip like that. It just means that when you go to press in, it'll compress a bit and then you can knock it back out easy. So just a little tip there. You're going to get to a point and like I've got quite a bit of resistance now and you can see it's bending in me little washer that I had using there. So now it's putting the force back on the center there. So we're going to adjust now, and what I've done is used, because now we can fit this in. So sometimes you've got to reassess and adjust, you know. All right, so that's all a bit better now. That should press in nicely. Just be this last bit. Am I going to spray something? If it doesn't move at all, I might just give it a little cheeky spray. Chuck it on the floor. Oh, it just went in a piece of piss. I mean, maybe just lubing up the last bit for that rubber probably helped to slip out as well. And adjusting so that we're pressing better. Couldn't do that initially because of this kick out here. But yeah, it just went in a piece of piss. So, all right, so I'm using my old phone because I've run out of storage in the other one. I've marked this because when you go to put whatever you're pressing on here, it's going to block you being able to see this. So, so that's what we need for this side, being the driver's side. We might line up with that. All right, so I'll show you the little setup I'm going to have. Okay, so this is basically the setup. That's pretty in line there. It looks good, yep. So because we're just pressing this in, I don't need it to go into a cavity. We've got something flush. I've used this plate here now. Oh, it's sitting pretty good, really, all things considered. Yeah, so pretty happy with that. I'm just going to double check everything and make sure it's all nice and straight and start sending it. I think these are really good. So there you have it. Not these, I mean bloody this. Yeah, these are really good. I'm thoroughly surprised. Time to put it back in. You could, if you wanted to. I might have. I can't remember actually. I think I put like the tiniest little bit of anti-seize just on the surface there. Ball joint, just to make it easier to get off. Well, hopefully you can see what I'm doing. So that one goes there. Get that one in nice and easy. Look at that piece. My head's not in the way. This is. Then it's nylock. I just want to sit there. So probably worth doing that up. Hopefully I have the wrench there. Just because it keeps slipping down. A bit of a workout, that's good. A little bit more. But yeah, no, like now I can actually move this around. So I'll put it right now. Just get that in. First. Yeah, do the back side first. Just you can get that one in. There we go. So that's that one. Alright, so yeah, remember I do the arse end. Do the arse end first. And then this one might just need a little bit of encouragement to get in. Oh, no, piece there. Too easy, mate. Hopefully you got that. Yeah, pretty easy, really. Like, yeah, get that rear one in first. That one lined up real easy. So you get that one in, and then the other one will. Yeah, that's just. You could see the other way, it just wasn't lining up, but you get that one in, and then it just slots in nicely. So, all good. All right, I'm gonna do all this up. So your lower control arms, they are 120 Newton meters and then 120 degrees. Now, good luck. I'd say just do them up as tight as you can, really, without snapping anything. But yeah, that they all need to be done. You'll see in the manual when the height needs, you need to have it resting at the height where the wheels and the suspension's at that nominal position. Ball joint. Let's get under. These ones, which you might have a spline drive, they are 90 plus 45 degrees. And this one was 60 plus 90 degrees for the nut on the ball joint on the lower control arm side. So yeah, there you go. So you can torque them up. These ones here. It's just anything that pivots with the suspension. Yeah, it's just got to be done with everything rested. So all gangster. So this one does have degrees on it, but just use common sense really. Alright, so that's 60, and then it wanted 90 degrees. Don't know if I can get that angle at that, but it's about 90. Oh, fuck. Yeah. See, surprisingly, these don't have a cotter pin for. But yeah, Obviously just being a nylon, I guess, but yeah, usually something in here and wrap it around and twirl it to your heart's content, but yeah. Anyway, that's how you do that on a transporter. So there you go. Mission success. Happy days. I'm having a beer.